And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camelback Ranch in Glendale. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of Saguaro Sabercats varsity baseball. It's the final game in the losers bracket in the Division II baseball state tournament, as Austin Anderson is up as the leadoff hitter for Saguaro. Tonight's opponent, the Liberty Lions. The winner of this game will advance to the Division II championship game on Tuesday night to face Sunny Slope. And the loser of this one will have their season end one game short of the championship. Saguaro comes in at 26-8 overall. And again, Anderson at the plate. And that pitch misses inside. The count goes to 2-2 strikes. Anderson leads off for Saguaro, starting in left field. Zach Gibbons will bat second and play center. Chris Ackman is third, and he plays right field. And there's a swing and a miss. Anderson down on strikes. And there's one out in the Sabercat first inning, and it brings up Zach Gibbons. Reed Austin will hit fourth and play first base. Matt Morris, the shortstop, bats fifth. John Nemps at third base will hit sixth. The number 7 hitter is the second baseman, Turner Lace. Brandon Allen catches and bats eighth, and Dakota Ristad, the DH, is in the number 9 spot for the Sabercats. And the first 1-2, Gibbons misses for ball one. Nathan Bannister gets the start tonight for the Liberty Lions. Pitch over for a strike, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's over for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Bannister out of the line, the 1-2 pitch. Misses high. 2 strikes. One out, base is empty, just underway top of the first inning. Elimination game from Camelback Ranch in Glendale. The 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled out of play. And we stay at 2 strikes. This game actually got started early. Don't have that happen very often in a high school situation. This is one of the rare times, now that we're down to just a few teams left, where there was not a game played prior to this one at Camelback Ranch. As that breaking ball is over at the knees for a strike, Gibbons takes it and is called out on strikes. 2 away in the inning for Chris Ackman. Well, Saguaro's put a bat on the ball to foul one off. That's been it for the first couple of hitters. We'll see what Ackman does against Bannister. The first one on the way, and that's a breaking ball over for a strike. Anyway, this one got started about 7 or 8 minutes early. We were scheduled for a 6:30 first pitch. Swing and a miss on an off-speed offering from Bannister, and it's 0-2. Bannister starts tonight. He throws to Cody Roos. P.J. Katerra's at first. Jake Johnson plays second. Paul Panaccione, the shortstop. Ryan Benedict at third. That one didn't miss by much, and Bannister, in fact, thought he had the corner. And the count now a ball and 2 strikes. The defense in the outfield for Liberty, Tyler Wyatt in left field, Kyle Analeo, the center fielder, and Rudy Carey, the right fielder. And the 1-2 to Ackman, and that's hit out into right field, and that'll drop in front of Carey. And Saguaro's got a 2-out single in the top of the first inning. And the batter is Reed Austin. Austin in and ready as Bannister will work out of the stretch for the first time. He looks in and now sets, and time is called by Austin. Just trying to break up that rhythm of Bannister a little bit here. And a breaking ball over the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 on Reed Austin. Chris Ackman at first, 2 away in the top of the first. And a breaking ball foul off the handle of the bat. That's sent back into the seats out of play, and it's still 0-2. Well, each of these teams knocked into the loser's bracket by Sunny Slope. Liberty lost to Sunny Slope last Saturday, 5-3 in that one. And then, of course, Saguaro, the loss on Thursday night over at Phoenix Municipal Stadium as Sunny Slope beat them 9-2. And the next one outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the winner of this game will get a rematch with Sunny Slope on Tuesday over at Phoenix Muni. Bannister ready. The 1-2 with Ackman going. The pitch low. The throw to second base. A little bit late, and it's a steal for Chris Ackman as he picks up stolen base number 8 on the season. And now time called as Roos will go out and talk to Bannister. They want to make sure they're squared away on the sides with a runner at second base. Sabercats looking for a little 2-out magic here in the top of the first inning. Anderson struck out swinging. Gibbons called out on strikes. Ackman singled on a 1-2 pitch, and now Reed Austin has worked the count to 2-2. But it won't happen here as Bannister paints the outside corner, and that is a called third strike. Bannister strikes out the side, no runs a hit, and 1 left after a half inning of play. Saguaro nothing. Liberty coming up to face Saguaro starter Alan Madsen. Liberty set to go to work in the bottom of the first inning. Paul Panaccione at the plate, and he takes the first one low for ball 1. Panaccione, the shortstop for Liberty. The 1-0 pitch. And that one fouled back into the seats out of play, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. So Panaccione, the leadoff hitter, the shortstop. Kyle Ataleo will bat second and play center field. Nathan Bannister, the pitcher, is third. That one just a little bit low. Make it 2 balls and a strike. Ryan Benedict, the third baseman, is fourth. Rudy Carey in right field will bat fifth. The number 6 hitter is the first baseman, P.J. Katera. That pitch over for a strike on the inside edge, and it's 2-2. Zach Johnston is the DH today. He bats for the second baseman, Jake Johnson. Cody Roos is the catcher. He bats 8th. And as that's lifted into right center field, Ackman and Gibbons over, and it's Chris Ackman down on a knee there, kind of sliding in to make the catch. And Panaccione retired for the first out. That brings up Kyle Ataleo. He's the center fielder for the Lions. I think I gave you Roos, the catcher, batting 8th. Tyler Wyatt, the left fielder, is the number 9 hitter. The first one to Ataleo outside for ball 1. Ataleo, a speedy guy. Want to keep him off the bases when you can. That's it, misses outside with a pitch, and it's 2-0. 1 out, bases empty in the bottom of the first inning, no score. A 2-0 pitch. Misses high and away, 3 balls and no strikes. And the 3-0. Belly button high for a strike, and it's 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, that one will miss, and it's ball 4. So Ataleo walks, and he's on at first base for Nathan Bannister. I mentioned Liberty lost on Saturday. That actually forced them to play an extra game this week, at least as far as the number of games that Saguaro's played. Liberty had to play on Tuesday, and the Lions beat Sabino 2-1, then beat Salpointe 8-2 on Thursday. That was a game that we saw finish up right before the Sunny Slope Saguaro game Thursday night over at Phoenix Municipal Stadium. But again, Liberty won that one 8-2 over Salpointe. So Liberty has been going pretty solid. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday last week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday again this week. A little delay here as a player on the field had some jewelry on that umpire had him get rid of. As Madsen misses with the first one for ball one. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Flip throw to first base, and Analeo dives back. So our outfield, Austin Anderson in left, Zach Gibbons in center, Chris Ackman in right. As Madsen sets in the 1-0 pitch. This is high with a fastball, 2-0 to Bannister. John Nimps, the third baseman. Matt Morris is the shortstop. Turner Lace plays second. Reed Austin is at first. And Brandon Allen catching Alan Madsen. 2 balls and no strikes on Bannister. Quick move to the plate this time, and Madsen gets it over for a strike. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And plate umpire calls that one a strike, and it's 2-2. The set and the 2-2 pitch. Analeo goes. The pitch inside. Allen's throw to second base not nearly in time. And it's a stolen base to put a runner in scoring position. Three and 2 on Bannister, with Ryan Benedict next for the Lions. And the 3-2. And that's hit out into shallow right field. Going to be a long run. It is a fair ball. Analeo going to be waved around. Here comes Ackman, throw to the plate. And it is late. It's an RBI single, and Liberty's got a run in the bottom of the first inning. Not only an RBI single, but then Bannister goes to second as the throw comes home. Not a very hard hit ball for Nathan Bannister, but effective as he gets that one in. If not inside the line, maybe even right on the line. Taylor Hart is the courtesy runner as he appears for the Lions. He's out at second base running for Nathan Bannister. So Liberty gets a run in the bottom of the first inning, up 1-0. And the batter is Ryan Benedict. And a pitch over for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And a swing. That ball bounced in the dirt. And that'll move the runner to third base. So the runner wild pitched to third base, but Benedict does fall behind on the count 0-2. The 2-strike pitch. And that punched, and that's through and into right field. Boy, just off the end of the bat, not a very hard hit ball, but another well-placed ball for Liberty as Benedict on 2 strikes delivers an RBI single into right field, and it's 2-0. So the wild pitch hurts the Sabercats as Bannister's courtesy runner Hart goes from second to third on the wild pitch and then scores easily on the single. First one to Rudy carryover for a strike. And that's not to say that the runner wouldn't have scored had he been at second base. Would have depended a little bit on the lead he had and the jump he got and the read and all that, but made it a lot easier, and it took the decision away by having him already at third base. And ball fouled out of play. So Madsen jumps ahead again. He was ahead of Benedict, no balls and 2 strikes, and gave up the base hit. Now ahead of Carey 0-2. 2-0 Liberty, and this is what the Lions have done as they jumped out early on South Point on Thursday night. And pitch over for a called third strike. So Carey the second out of the inning, first strikeout for Alan Madsen, and now we'll go after P.J. Katera. First pitch to Katera over for a strike. The 1-strike pitch. And that's a little bit low, and it's 1-1. 2 outs and a runner at first base. 2 runs in for Liberty in the bottom of the first inning. Madsen trying to get out of this first without any more trouble. The set and the 1-1. And that one's fouled back, and that's out of play. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zach Johnston, the designated hitter, next for Liberty. Here's Madsen, the left-hander, with a set as he checks to first base in the 1-2 pitch. And that's a fly ball into shallow center. Gibbons coming on, still coming on, and he's not going to get to it. And he's not going to get to the runner at second base. The middle infielders both leave to go out to cover that pop-up, and nobody gets to second base to cover, and that'll go as a double for P.J. Katera. Benedict goes to third base. Well, Zach came in, and he was running hard trying to get to that shallow fly ball. Morris and Lace going out. Neither one of them could get to it, so it falls between the trio. And now 2 in scoring position. And imperative here that the Sabercats get the final out as Johnston swings and misses for strike 1. Trouble here with 2 in scoring position and 2 outs because they'll be going on the crack of the bat, or the ping, I guess, if you will, as the pitch is low and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Sabercats got a 2-out base hit in the top of the first inning, but Nathan Bannister struck out the side. A breaking ball fouled off the end of the bat, and the count goes to 1-2. So if it already wasn't kind of a tough situation, now Saguaro facing a good pitcher in Nathan Bannister, they're going to be down at least 2 runs going to the second inning. The pitch a little bit low for a ball, and it's 2-2. If Johnson reaches base, Cody Roos, the catcher, will bat. Here's the set of the 2-2 pitch. And a base hit into center field. Down for the hit. 1 run will score. They're going to wave around another one. Here comes a throw to the plate. Cut off by Reed Austin. And it's a 2-run single, and it's a 4-run first inning for Liberty. Well, things really going Liberty's way here, and they're, they make your own luck and all that, but go back to Bannister's hit. Softly hit down the right field line and just inside the right field line, and then Benedict on a 2-strike pitch just kind of reached out, punched it into right field. First one to Cody Roos, misses for ball 1. 4-0 Lions, bottom of the first. The 1-0 pitch. A high fly ball down the left field line into foul territory and just out of the reach of Austin Anderson. Good effort over there. Boy, and gotta wonder how Austin Anderson is there, as he's slow to return to his position. He was going full tilt over there and ran into some of that padding, but there's a little bit of padding, but not very much at all. Basically, it deadens the ball that gets hit down there rather than having it cure him off the concrete. It's not really enough padding to slow somebody down. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. And Anderson already banged up. Remember that he hurt his hand in a slide on Thursday night, and he's definitely not 100%. That breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike, and that will do it. But great first inning for Liberty. The Lions score 4 times, and they do it on 4 base hits. No Sabercat errors, 1 runner left on. After 1 inning of play, it's Liberty 4 and Saguaro nothing. Matt Morris in to begin things for Saguaro in the second inning, and the first pitch at the knees for strike 1. Morris, Nimtz, and Lace for the Sabercats. The 0-1. And that one's over for a strike, and it's 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Over the outside corner. That's strike 3. 4 outs recorded by Nathan Bannister, all 4 by way of the strikeout. And the batter will be John Nems. Nems in there and ready as Bannister was looking in for the sign, and now John steps out. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike. The 1 and the 0-1. That one just misses for a ball. It's 1-1. Now the Saguaro baseball team has been able to score a lot of runs this year as the 1-1 is swung on and missed. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're going to have to score some runs against a pretty tough pitcher in Nathan Bannister. And the 1-2 and a slow tapper over to third, picked up by Benedict. He'll flip it on to first base, and that's in time by about a step. So the first out recorded by something other than a strikeout. Not much consolation, but the bat on the ball at least for the Sabercats. Now the batter, Turner Lace. And the first one over the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Lace lays off, the pitch is low, and it's 1-1. Bannister looking in now to the wind and the 1-1 pitch. And a check swing and a foul ball to the netting behind home plate. And the count's 1-2. Liberty leading Saguaro 4-0. And Saguaro batting in the top of the second inning. The 1-2. And that's at the knees for a call third strike, and it's a 3-up, 3-down second inning for Saguaro. We move to the bottom of the second inning, Liberty 4 and Saguaro 0. 9-1-2 in the order for Liberty as Tyler Wyatt starts things off, and he takes a strike from Alan Madsen. And a ground ball, foul over at third base. So Madsen jumps ahead 0-2 in the pitch. And a ground ball out to Morris at short. Matt has it. The throw a little bit low, but picked out. And the leadoff hitter is retired in the second inning. Now Paul Panaccione, who flew out to Chris Hackman in the first inning. And the first one is low for a ball. That's a hard hit ball, knocked down by Lace on the backhand, and then he throws wide of first. And a bad break as the throw goes into the dugout, and that'll allow Panaccione to go to second base. Boy, Turner made such a great play to knock down the ball, and then he got up and knew that Panaccione ran pretty well, and so he had to get rid of it. It should go as an infield single and then an E4 to allow Panaccione to go to second base. Now Kyle Analao. Panaccione will take off. The pitch is inside for a ball, and that's a stolen base. Pretty, well, not easy, but easier anyway to steal third base off a left-handed pitcher because he's kind of got his back to you and able to get kind of a running lead there. Panaggione never really got stopped out at second base, so he's at third with one out, and the infield will come in for the Sabercats. The 1-0 pitch is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Liberty already up 4-0, and now just like that, they're in business. The set and the 2-0 pitch. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. And with that runner at third and only one out, take a ground ball sharply to an infielder. Otherwise, you're looking for a strikeout. And a foul ball, the call there on the breaking ball. Analeo started toward first as though he was hit by the pitch. Madsen with a 2-2. And that one fouled off. And the 2-2. Fouled back out of play on the first base side. Sabercats with a drawn-in infield, trying to cut down the run at the plate. The 2-2 pitch misses way outside, and it's 3-2. 4 first-inning runs for Liberty on 4 base hits. And the 3-2, and that's fouled back out of play. Here's the set and a 3-2. And a soft line drive to Madsen. They'll throw over to third base. And Panaggione just gets back at third. So a big second out to retire Analeo. And now Madsen will go after Bannister. Will he go after Bannister, I guess, is maybe the question. Will they choose to pitch to Amir with first base open? And first pitch fouled off. Bannister with an RBI single his first time up. Looking up at the scoreboard here at Camelback Ranch, it looks as though they only put up an error on that ball off the bat of Panaggione. I would still argue that that should be an infield hit and then a throwing error, and it can be both. Sometimes people forget that or don't realize that, people that keep score. Kind of an entry-level type scorekeeping situation. And that ball driven into center field, but playable out there as Gibbons reaches up for the catch. And the side is retired. Hard hit ball, but at Gibbons, and Madsen pitches out of trouble in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. 2 innings done from Camelback Ranch. Liberty leads Saguaro 4-0. Saguaro sends up 8, 9, and 1 in the order here in the third inning as Brandon Allen is in to lead off. And a ground ball over to third. Benedict has it. Pumps and throws to first base in time, and the leadoff hitter retired. 1 pitch and 1 out in the third. And that'll bring up Dakota Ristad. And the first pitch over for a strike. And the next pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bannister has retired 7 of 8 to start the ball game. That one's off the glove into the backstop, 2-1. The only hiccup in the first 7 hitters, or first 8 hitters, Chris Ackman with a 2-out single in the first. Now the 2-1. That's outside and maybe low. 3 balls and a strike. Saguaro really in a position where they need base runners here, so you take the base hit or the ball 4 for sure. And a ground ball out to Paniccioni. He's got it and on to first base. Close at first, but Ristad is out. And that's the second out of the Sabercat third inning. First one to Anderson, misses for a ball. He struck out swinging his first time up. Came in batting .398, couple of home runs, 17 RBI. The 1-0. And that's fouled out of play. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that one fouled out of play on the third base side behind the Liberty dugout. One ball, 2 strikes on Anderson. 2 outs and the base is empty in the third. And another one fouled out of play. Bannister back to the line of the 1-2 pitch. Another one fouled off. Another 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. And a strikeout, and that ends the inning. Another strikeout of the ball game, 6 through 3 innings for Bannister. We go to the bottom of the third, Saguaro trailing Liberty by a score of 4-0. Here we go to the bottom of the third inning, middle third of the order for Liberty. Benedict, Carey, and Katera. First one to Benedict, the ball. The next one on the inside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that pulled foul. On the third base side, it's 1-2. And a tapper out in front. Madsen has it. He'll get rid of it in a hurry on to first base, and that's in time. That's a nice play on a ball that was not hit very hard, but Madsen off the mound in a hurry. Now Rudy Carey was called out on strikes his first time up. First one to carry over for a strike. One fouled off the end of the bat, and it's 0-2. 1 out, base is empty in the bottom of the third inning. The 0-2. And a swing, the ball down in the dirt, and so Allen will throw to Austin at first for the second out. Strikeout and a 2-3 putout. So 2 away for P.J. Katera. Strikeout number 3 for Alan Madsen. Madsen 9-2 on the season with a save. An ERA of 2.66. 71 innings pitched, 65 hits allowed, 22 walks, 63 strikeouts, and 6 hit batters. We got a little bit of a delay here for whatever reason. Brandon Allen changing his shin guards, and we'll let him wrap that up. Yeah, ready to go as P.J. Katera is in. He doubled and scored his first time up. Swinging a foul tip for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next one misses for a ball, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Zach Johnston next for the Lions. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball high and away. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, that pitch at the knees, a strike, and it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss for a strikeout. 2 punch-outs in the inning for Madsen, 4 in the ball game. And through 3 innings, Liberty still leads Saguaro 4-0. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Saguaro, and we'll see if this time through the lineup, Sabercats can get something done, although Bannister starts Zach Gibbons off with a strike. The 0-1. That's high for a ball, and it's 1-1 for Zach. He's batting .470 on the year, 12 doubles, 4 triples, and a homer, 31 RBI. The 1-1 pitch. That's over for a strike, and it's 1-2. Gibbons, Ackman, and Austin for the Sabercats at the top of the 4th. Only 1 base runner through 3 innings for Saguaro. The next one is low and outside, and it's 2-2. And that's a team that is batting .385 on the season. The 2-2 pitch. And that's foul to the netting, and it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And that's fouled off on the right side. Now, Zach could be a good guy to get on, obviously, with his speed. Although Saguaro down 4-0, batting in the top of the 4th inning, they're not going to be able to be quite as aggressive as they normally would. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove. Gibbons strikes out. Strikeout number 7 for Nathan Bannister. And the batter, Chris Ackman. 10 outs recorded for Bannister, 7 strikeouts. The other 3 are ground outs. And Chris Ackman, the only guy that's hit the ball out of the infield, and that was his base hit into right field in the 1st inning. Chris batting .460 on the year, 4 homers, 31 RBI. And a slow tapper out in front. Bannister has it, throws, and that's in time to retire Chris Ackman. Now Reed Austin and Reed takes the first one outside for ball one. Austin batting .436, 2 homers, 33 RBI. The 1-0. That's inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. A 2-1 pitch. That's outside. 3-1 to Reed Austin. Matt Morris would be next for the Sabercats. The 3-1 pitch. And that's outside, ball 4. First walk given up by Bannister. Just the second base runner, as I had said. In fact, that breaks up a string of 9 in a row. Retired by Nathan Bannister, Liberty's senior right-hander. So now Matt Morris with Austin at first and 2 away. First one a breaking ball, it misses, and then a throw down to first base a little bit late. The 1-0 pitch. And it's going to go to the backstop, and a wild pitch will allow Austin to go to second base. Two 2-0 the count, and that'll send Roos out again to talk to Bannister as we play in the 4th inning, 4-0 Liberty. Roos back behind the plate. We're ready with a 2-0 count coming up, 2-0 pitch coming up to Morris. He takes outside for ball 3, 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike, and it's 3-1. And the 3-1 for Bannister. And the pitch fouled off at the plate. And the count goes to 3-2. So Bannister trying to work his way back here. He fell behind 3-0 in the count. Got a called strike and now a foul ball. Three and two on Morris with Austin at second and 2 away. Bannister sets and the 3-2 pitch. And that's fouled off. And we'll do another 3-2. And another one fouled to the netting behind home plate. Sabercats down 4-0, hitting in the top of the 4th inning. Runner at second base and 2 away. 3-2 on Matt Morris. .420 hitter, 5 homers, 41 RBI. A throw back to second base. That one just about went into center field, but Paniccioni got over there to track it down. It was definitely on the second base side of the bag. And another 3-2 and a line drive, and that's into left field for a base hit. Going to send the runner around to throw off the mark. It's off the glove of Benedict, and Morris will go into second base. An RBI single for Matt Morris, and the Sabercats are on the board in the top of the 4th inning. Morris knocks in his 42nd run of the season, and the Sabercats do challenge Liberty here as Tyler Wyatt, the left fielder, came up with a throw, didn't get a whole lot on it, and then it went off the end of Benedict's glove, and that allowed Morris to go to second base. And now John Nips at the plate. Nips batting .416, 4 doubles, a triple, 26 RBIs rather. And there's a slow tapper. That's going to be a tough play. Benedict fields on the run and will not throw. And then Bo Morris off the plate there, slides in, and he's out. Boy, the Sabercats would have had 2 runners on. Morris got too far around as he thought for sure that Benedict was going to throw on to first base. He did not. And they had Morris off the bag at third. And the Sabercats are done in the 4th inning. Give Nimps an infield base hit. And then Morris tagged out to end the 4th inning. Sabercats get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Saguaro on the board, trailing Liberty 4-1. Bottom third of the order for Liberty in the 4th inning. And Zach Johnston fouls the first one out of play. Well, bottom third of the order, and this is where Madsen would sure like to put together a nice, quiet bottom of the 4th inning and try to get the bats back up again for the Sabercats. The pitch is fouled away, and it's 0-2. Madsen has retired 5 in a row and 7 of the last 8. And there's a line drive right at John Nimps, and he makes the catch for the first out. And again, you go back to the 1st inning, a couple of pretty soft hit balls. Even the Katera double, looking back through things, you know, that double was a ball that was just a shallow fly ball that nobody could get to, and then there wasn't anybody covering second base. As the first one to Roos is over for a strike. The 0-1 off the end of the bat. Another shallow fly ball. And Gibbons coming on. Zach in to make the catch this time. 2 away. I read an article today before the ball game about the wrap-up of the Liberty and South Point game, and that was Coach Mark Ernster's comments, just that his team has kind of been their MO where they jump out early and then allows them to kind of settle in some. And that would be the case for most teams, you know, especially if you got the pitching to back it up. You figure if you put up some numbers early, you're going to have the pitching to get through most games. As the 0-1 pitch is fouled back, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch bounced in for a ball, and it's 1-2. Two-out space is empty in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch to Wyatt. And a ground ball to the left side. Nimps picks it up on the hop, throws. And Austin came off the bag, but was able to make the tag as he hit Wyatt going by. And it's another 3-up, 3-down inning for Liberty. And Madsen has retired 7 in a row. We head to the 5th inning. Liberty 4 and Saguaro 1. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Saguaro. In the top of the 5th inning, Turner Lace takes the first pitch high for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. And a fly ball to left field is going to send Wyatt back, still going, and at the warning track makes the catch. And Lace, a long and loud first out in the 5th inning. And that brings up Brandon Allen. Lace was hitting .329 with a homer and 19 RBI for Brandon Allen as he watches the first one sail outside for ball 1. Brandon batting .345, 4 doubles, a triple, and 9 knocked in. And the next one low, 2 balls and no strikes. pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Pitch fouled back over the netting, out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winner of this game will advance to the Division II Baseball State Championship game on Tuesday night, where they will face Sunny Slope. And that one bounced back up the middle. Paniccioni behind the bag at short, throws to first base, and that's in time. That ball comes off the bat, and you figure that's going to get through and into center field, but Paniccioni gets over to make the nice play. And able to get enough on the throw to retire Allen at first base. So 2 down for Dakota Ristad, who grounded out his first time up. Ristad batting .296. So that one's off the handle and fouled back behind home plate for strike 1. So again, the winner will advance to the championship game. The loser will have their season end here tonight at Camelback Ranch. A swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Two-strike pitch. Fastball high, and it's 1-2. Ball lifted out of play on the first base side. That one behind the Sabercat dugout. And the fastball, that's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Liberty 25-3 on the season. And I believe they may have only lost maybe 1 PowerPoint game. There's a slow ground ball. That's out to Paniccioni at short. He'll get another chance, and this one not in time at first base. And so Ristad legs out an infield single. Close over at first. Base umpire thought about it and put up the safe sign. So Ristad at first with 2 away. I would bet that Anderson will try to bunt here. I don't know that he's got a good handle on the bat because of the damage he did to his hand in the game on Thursday. No balls make it 0-2 is what I meant to say for Anderson. Ristad going the pitch outside. Throw late. And Ristad steals second base. Well, good news is it gets a runner to second, but if Anderson's bunting, he did show it a little bit there on that first pitch. I don't know if he'll stay with it or not. 4-1 Liberty. Saguaro batting in the top of the 5th, the 1-0 pitch. And a ground ball over to first. Austin just not able to hang on to the bat. You see it flip over in front of the dugout. He just can't keep a hand on the bat. And the ground out will end the inning for Saguaro. No runs, a 2-out base hit. The runner left at second base. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, still 4-1 Liberty. It's the top of the order for Liberty in the bottom of the 5th inning. Paul Paniccioni 1 for 2. He had a single his last time up and a ground ball. That's into the hole and into left field for a base hit. So that breaks up a string of 8 in a row. Paniccioni then obviously the last guy to reach base. Throw over to first base and close over there, but safe the call. Nips way in on the grass. Throw to first base again. We don't generally move the camera around a whole bunch, but boy, look at Nips there, and he'll actually come in a couple of more steps from third once Madsen gets ready as Allen threw over again. The runner goes, and the ball fouled off. Paniccione had a great jump over there, and you get a good jump against a left-handed pitcher, you'd kind of probably want to see your hitter let that ball go and or swing through it at the very least and get a guy into scoring position. Another one fouled back to the netting, and it's 0-2. Snap throw to first, and again the runner back. That one didn't miss by very much, and you hear some oohs from the crowd. One ball, two strikes. Runner at first and nobody out of the bottom of the fifth. Runner goes, swing and a miss. And now they got Paniccione hung up. And nobody back behind to cover. That would have been Brandon Allen's spot, the catcher, to get down there to back it up, I believe, anyway. And Paniccione able to run past Austin to stay alive. Now 1 on and 1 out for Bannister, and that's a fly ball. That's hit well out to right field. Ackman back and able to make the catch. Paniccione going to have to hustle back to first base, and he gets back. Deep fly ball, and Chris Ackman able to run it down. That's a big play to take extra bases away and a run away from Bannister. I guess the extra hit away from Bannister, the run away from Liberty, but either way, the big play. And Saguaro throws back to appeal to say that maybe Paniccione got around second base and then didn't touch it on the way back to first. Doesn't hurt to ask, and if you can sneak it out in that way, so much the better, as Benedict fouls the first pitch back for strike one. And that ball hit out to center field. Gibbons a step back and then comes charging in and makes the catch to retire the side. Liberty down in the fifth inning after a leadoff single. Paniccione not able to get past first base, and we move to the sixth. It's Liberty 4 and Saguaro 1. Zach Gibbons begins the sixth inning for Saguaro and takes a strike from Bannister, Gibbons, Ackman, and Austin. Pitch fouled away, and it's 0-2. Zach looking to get on base for the first time. 0 for 2 on a couple of strikeouts. And he's down in the count here, no balls and 2 strikes. Bannister delivers high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing. The ball, going to be out at the plate there. No throw. So a swinging strikeout, the first out of the sixth inning, and the batter is Chris Ackman. Ackman with a base hit in the first, and a grounder back to Bannister in the fourth. Takes a slider for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Ball fouled off on the first base side. Bannister to the wind, another 2-strike pitch. Drop down sidearm, and the pitch misses outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Off the handle, popped up shallow right. Going to be a long run, and it's the second baseman, Johnson, that goes back to make the play. Now 2 away for Reed Austin. First one to Austin, a strike. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count now. The 1-2 pitch. Dropped down, but Austin stayed with it to foul it away, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes. The ground ball hit sharply, knocked down by Paniccione, up with it, the throw to first, and that's in time. Boy, Paniccione has made a couple of nice plays at short, and that will end the inning. A 3-up, 3-down sixth for Saguaro. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and Liberty still leads 4-1. Rudy Carey fouls the first one out of play on the right side, and that's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Carey, Katera, and Johnston. Liberty 4 runs all in the first inning. Saguaro's only run came in the 4th. The count goes to 2-1. Next pitch high. 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1, that's fouled back for a strike, and it's 3-2. Liberty 4 runs and 4 hits in the first inning. Since then, just 2 hits and no runs. And that fly ball into right field. Ackman played over that way, and Chris there for the catch. 1 away. P.J. Katera, who doubled and scored in the first inning and struck out in the third, will bat here in the 6th inning for Liberty with 1 out and the bases empty. And the first one fouled to the net for a strike. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for Saguaro, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Liberty. The 0-1 outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. And that one's fouled into the seats on the first base side. It's 1-2. That's a swing and a foul ball just off the bat of Katera and off the end of the glove of Allen. Zach Johnston next for the Lions. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. That was fortunate hitting, really, for Liberty, as that misses 2 balls and 2 strikes back in the first inning. The 2-2. And a swing and a foul tip. Katera out on strikes. And there's 2 away for Zach Johnston. Strikeout number 6 for Alan Madsen. Johnston probably had the cleanest hit of the 4 in the first inning for Liberty, and it was a 2-run single after runners moved to second and third. And, you know, the way the inning started and a couple of, I don't want to say cheap base hits, but easy base hits anyway, as that one's grounded to Morris. Matt throws, and Austin can't scoop it out at first base. That'll be a 2-base throwing error on the Sabercats shortstop, Matt Morris, and that'll keep the Liberty inning alive as Johnston goes to second on the E6, and it'll bring up Cody Roos. Going to get a pinch runner here for Liberty as